No, I listen, we're gonna definitely connect after the show. I want to pivot and ask you a question. So recently on Hollywood Unlocked, we had posted that back and forth around your brother C Murder and Kim Kardashian wanting to help him get out of prison. Without all the details, people know what I'm talking about. What
Yeah,
I saw was, you own your relationship with your brother. That is
yeah,
your family. It's not
yeah,
anybody else's opinion of
yeah,
that. Nobody else has any right to talk about your relationship with your family. When I saw that Kim was helping, I had reached out to Kim to help me get somebody out of prison, and ultimately she said she wanted to help, but she didn't. I ended up doing it myself. Was your frustration that the conversation about getting him out was now magnified because of Kim Kardashian was involved, and not necessarily the fact that we've all been trying to get our own people out of prison for
yeah. You know
years
what? To
and
be
nobody's
honest
been
with
talking
you,
about it?
I think it start with us and our family. I love my brother. I do anything for him, and we're gonna be family. We're gonna do this till the wheels fall off. I think my frustration came from that people don't understand how serious this case is, and they think just because a celebrity is coming involved, like with Kim Kardashian, she had stuff connections through the president, and that's on the federal side. My brother case is a state case. Louisiana is a very different place. And this is a state case. And I know Boosie went out there talking on social media, which I love it. I love Kim saying whatever she's tweeted out. But if you're not going to be about it and actually go down there and help this man and be a part of this, because the federal system cannot help my brother. Um, it got to be a state. You got to build relationships with the governor and the judges in New Orleans, in Louisiana, and that's the only way that's gonna help them. So that noise ain't did nothing but made those people on the other side like, you know what, we really not messing with this. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Even though my brother, he just want to get out, and I feel him, but at the same time, man, ain't nothing like your family. And even after that, I don't know if anybody else did anything else. And so it's like, but you got to, that's why I say education is so important. This is a state case. A state case. I don't care if you get on social media and say all this stuff and do this. These people in Louisiana is built different. I was trying to build relationships in the background, like to build relationships with governors and judges. And it just messed everything up because now a lot of people are not going to put their neck on the line, for somebody that now it's a Hollywood thing. People are
Well, you're
having,
you're 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 being polite. Louisiana government is racist. They're
yeah,
racist. I was in the airport in New Orleans
yeah,
coming home. I love New Orleans. I love the people in New Orleans. I got stopped in the airport by the police, by the sheriffs of Jefferson County or something
yeah,
like that,
Jefferson Parish,
where Jefferson Parish. Let me tell you something. They accused me of smuggling cocaine,
yeah,
and then they wanted to search me, so I put it on Instagram and it went viral. But then when I put it on Instagram, I got a lot of people from Jefferson Parish who reached out to me, sending me videos of how they police out there. And so I learned from that experience and me getting somebody out of Kansas City that all that rah 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 on social media
yeah,
make these local white
yeah.
folks just double down.
Yeah, and that just made it for me, man, because I was really building relationships behind the scene to help my brother get out, and then this stuff brought so much crazy attention that a lot of people, I mean, judges got jobs off of this case, so it kind of like draws back down. And I know my brother, like he in a rush to get out, and I get it, but I want people to know, you know, that if we're gonna save this next generation, we got to be truthful. So it kind of like it brought us back two notches down because nobody else is really doing that. So I love my brother that much, man. That even when he mad at me, I'm mad at him. We gonna get together and fight somebody else together. That's just how it go because we're gonna be family
Yeah.
forever. But I think when the education part, when people really not looking at what this case entitled, they think somebody not doing something or they don't see something. They don't realize you got to build these relationships, besides what you see in the media. And go down. We had a guy that was NAACP guy that was going to the jailhouse working for my brother. And these people just stopped everything. And I don't know what they doing. So it's like that's the part, but I'm not gonna stop. I mean, we're gonna keep moving as a family, but that did set us back a couple of years because this is a serious case.
Yeah, there's a book I was put on a long time ago called "When Helping Hurts." So like people have good intentions to help, but then they end up doing more damage. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people need to read that book. So how is he doing now? Is his mind, is he still, hopeful and focused on,
Yeah, nah, I
the
mean,
process?
to be honest with you, my brother's a strong dude, man. So he gonna be all right. I'm just hoping that he could get home to his family soon, and then we could do whatever we got to do as a family, man. Because even when somebody's in trouble or hurt, your family is the only thing that's gonna be there for you in the end. And I know a lot of these people be saying stuff, man, and going on all these sites, but they not really doing nothing. It's a lot of people just talking and barking, and it's like, okay, what are you sending this man? What are you giving this man? Like, stop it. Let's just let this man go through the situation, and let God get him out of this, and pray for him. Send him your prayer. Like, just stop all this negative talking. And we're gonna do what we gotta do as a family, even when nobody's looking or nobody's seeing. We're gonna do our part. And I think that's the most important thing. And it's a process. It's not an easy process, like you say. This is a Louisiana case. It's a high profile case where they don't want it. They don't want this man out of this situation, and so we got to really play chess. And I just think we've been playing checkers because of everybody, wanting attention or being angry or trying to, you know, make us go against each other, which that'll never happen. You know what I'm saying? That'll never happen. It's,
Well,
it's
that's good to
family
hear
over
because
everything over here.
That's good to hear because I know you've held him down for years, and I know he loves you, and I know he's such an iconic figure in hip hop too. And I was thinking back to BET when they honored Bad Boy and Diddy and all them with the whole Bad Boy perform. When are we gonna see that with you? Need to be honored like that because you've had so many artists under your label that have had hits and that have had massive impact.
Yeah.
Do you see that happening? And don't you think it's overdue already?
Well, I don't care for all that stuff. I just do the right thing, and all my blessings come from the man up above. But we definitely gonna do a No Limit reunion tour. We're gonna start on October 9th, and we're gonna be able to bring everybody out. And I want to celebrate all the artists. So everybody around the world that want to see that '90s, go back to the '90s, 2000. Just have that celebration, man. Life too short. We don't know, you know when we never gonna see somebody again. So this tour is so important to me to be able to be on the road with Mia X, Silk the Shocker, Mystical, Fiend. I'm hoping that Mac could come on some show dates, but his case is serious. Like he got a serious lockdown. Mercedes, Snoop Dogg coming on some of the shows. So and also bringing a lot of guests and family out there and just celebrate, man, and hopefully we able to just have a good time with our fans because I want to tell people, even I sold 100 million records, it's not about me. It's about the fans. And I love my fans for that. So we will see them on this No Limit reunion tour real soon.
Listen, you know who I just saw a couple months ago at dinner here in Beverly Hills? Sibo.
Yeah.
I remember like
Yeah.
those days with RBL Posse, the
Yep.
Looney, like, hip hop is just, it's evolved so much that when I look at artists today, I'm like, man, y'all really need to do your history because if you really understand like the trajectory of where music has gone and the business, you'll be so much further ahead. Let me ask you really quick what your thoughts are on the baby. They were trying to cancel him for what he said at Rolling Loud. I'm gay. I understand the frustration, but I also understand coming from the hood and not necessarily being educated and not now given a chance to become educated. I wasn't a fan of the whole cancel him conversation. What did you think about all that?
Yeah, well, I think now we live in a world where everybody has an opinion about you. So I just think we just got to keep praying. And I know that the baby will get over this. And I just love what I was able to learn from the Bay and the people I was able to connect in the music industry. And I think now as artists, we got to hold ourselves accountable how far we want to get in life, how big we want to be. We got to watch what we say. We got to watch what we do. But I remember being in the Bay, and I want to talk about EA Ski. EA Ski is probably one of the most talented producers that I ever met in my life. And I grew up working with him. And that's something I wish that I could have made more records with him. This guy was Dr. Dre before he was before Dr. Dre. And I used to go to his house in Oakland. And this guy just was so talented, man. I appreciate him. I love him. I respect him. And I know that hopefully before it's over, we're gonna get to do something. I want to be able to do something with him, man. That dude We was there for each other. We was like brothers, but my life had just moved. I moved back home to New Orleans. But if I could go back and redo anything, I'm like, if I could have made more songs and more music with EA Ski, I know that we could have even took the Bay even farther and even bigger. So I love the Bay, man. That's where I got my character for his music, my hustle for his music, and this was a guy that talented, man. Like we could make anything. Like we just sit in the house and just make music. So I'm hoping to go back to do something with him that we could do something big that'll change the Bay.
Yeah, when you came to the Bay, your hustle was crazy, and I
Yeah,
remember I
yeah,
remember you in the hood selling
yeah,
your tape, and I remember it. And so I think what I hope people could take away from this conversation, and hopefully what we can connect on outside this conversation, is you really are the example of Black excellence that everybody talks about as an idea, and you really are somebody who hustled it out the literal mud
yeah,
and put a lot of other people of color on. And I remember back in the day when what's his name? I almost said Spice One. I'm still stuck in the Bay. When what's his name? Spike Lee had
yeah,
attacked Tyler Perry
yeah,
because he was saying the films that Tyler was doing weren't real legitimate, like
yeah,
black film. And I'm like, listen, whether you have Black Panther or Malcolm X and or Medea or I Got the Hookup,
yeah.
it's all about what we can do as Black people to move our people forward and provide opportunities for people and have ownership and independence. And I think that to watch your hustle,
Yeah.
I've sat back and watched you just go all anywhere you want to go and create it all off your own work. And so I've been a fan, and I'm honored to talk to you about it.
Yeah, nah, thank you. And this new movie I got, Unknown, is so important because this is out of the box for me. This is a movie. Uh, it's kind of like a horror, but it's also like a love story. It's a suspense, and they know that we could do comedy. They know that we could do drama. But this movie takes us to another place, and it'll be on Amazon. It'll be everywhere October 1st. And just to being able to executive produce this film, Unknown, with my son Romeo, it's just a blessing. So we got to start thinking outside the box. We got to keep growing, and I think that's what my life is going at. And we got to keep connecting, like we're doing right now, being able to connect the dots with each other to even make bigger projects. And it all start with these little small projects and keep doing them, and then connecting and getting to the system, because the system is the marketing budgets. That's what holds us back. Like these guys are able to get big marketing budgets to put these products and put these projects in your face to where you can buy it. So that's the next level. That's what we own now. Being able to put people of color, not just starring and acting in these films, but owning them and being able to produce them and control these projects.
And stop waiting for somebody to hand it to you, because nobody handed it to Master P and nobody
Yeah,
handed it to me.
yeah, they
Listen,
ain't gonna give you nothing, man. Think about it. Nobody's gonna give you nothing. If you truly believe in your dream, get out there and go chase it. Create an opportunity. Don't sit around and wait for it.